Good morning! Happy Saturday! I'm gonna do a DIY while the sun is shining, and hopefully you'll have better lighting and I'll be able to see. I have bought this wreath, so I'm gonna make a fall wreath. Alright, I'm gonna get set up and we'll get started. Okay, this was the wire edge ribbon, 9 feet, and you saw me make the ribbon pumpkin, and if you didn't, go check that out. It's really cute. But not yet. Stick around and watch this first. Okay, I've got 2 of the burlap ribbons, and this is 3 inches by 9 feet is what these are. And I've kind of got the chocolate brown and then the natural. And I'm going to do, if you saw my candy cane one, I'm going to kind of do the same effect and then wrap it around, and I'm going to have a little stripe with a chocolate. So I'm just trying to get these lined up, and I'll have to probably go back and take some of these little loose strands out. Figure out how to. Okay, the best way to do this is kind of start wrapping it and then just take them individually and kind of push them through. I think it's going to be the best way. I don't think this is going to go quickly. So I definitely will stop talking and I will try to speed this up for you guys. Okay, and of course, always save your little scraps because you'll never know when you decide to get creative with your scraps. Alright. So this is where we are at with the wreath. And since how this is at the bottom, I'm going to put my pumpkin at the bottom. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and glue because I want some of these to go on here also. And what I'm going to do is glue them to the top and the bottom, but leave them free flowing through the middle. So I'm just going to kind of play with it and decide which ribbon I want to use. And then I'll use these 3. Okay, what I did was close to the gold edge. I just did up here, I did a dot, and then I did a dot down here. the candy cane when close to the gold edge, and then the pumpkins will show. And I'm going to do different ribbons back and forth, so I'll maybe make a pattern, maybe not, but I'll do that on these other two also. So this is what one of them looks like. Okay, so I decided that I can actually just, I was playing around with it, and I can actually just glue it directly to the wreath. And when I edit this, I will try to zoom in to where you hopefully will be able to see, and I'm hoping my hands will not be in the way. I'm just going down here where it looks a little different because of the way I had to glue it. And I'm going to take the ribbons, and I'm going to just kind of glue it there, and then glue it like that. And it'll make a loop like that. And then I'll kind of flatten it so it'll be more of a pumpkin shape. And then I'm actually going to run glue on top of the ribbon itself and not the wreath to glue the ribbon together to make the loop. Okay, I'm going to go back under and kind of glue a little bit more and kind of curve the ribbon to the wreath so it's not just standing on one little piece of glue. Okay, this is the first ribbon. So you can kind of see how I curved it to the wreath itself. I'm hoping that this is going to stay glued down. We'll see. Okay. The next thing is big before you glue it down is kind of deciding on your pattern depending on how you did your ribbons. I want to do, I had two ribbons that were brown background and then that one candy cane stripe, not candy cane, I'm thinking Christmas already. Let's get in the spirit of that. Okay, candy corn stripe. So what I'm going to do, you know what, it's already too late now, but the one with the pumpkin I should put in the middle because I've got the foil leaves. Those should have went on the edge. So I wasn't paying attention to that. Yeah. Let's see if I can pull it off. Yeah, I'm not going to worry about it. That's just my mistake I made. Just when you make your own, really pay attention to your ribbon and how you want to lay them out. I didn't think that through. And this one, I'm going to have to kind of, to get the right curve, I'm going to have to kind of do it almost like an awareness ribbon. And then I'm going to glue this I guess you can call it an arrow point, the point where how these meet. I'll take it and kind of stick it in here. Like that to get the other pumpkin curve. I hope that makes sense. And again, I'm trying to make sure that I'm kind of curving it around to the burlap on the wreath too, to get that wreath shape. This is where it comes in handy having wire ribbon, so you can kind of bend and shape it how you want to. Okay, this is where we're at, and what I'm going to actually do is try to glue this down here and then glue this kind of up here so it'll kind of tack them together. Okay, and that's how the second curve looks. When I played with it a while ago, I actually had it bent a little better, and hopefully I kind of play with it and flatten it out. And you do actually kind of want these little curves to be smaller, you know, like a more pumpkin shape. Okay, I got this side curved a little bit more how I like it. And I'm going to pause just a second and tend to Anna Claire. Okay, I think she's happy. Why I did not have the camera on, I just kind of played with this one and kind of decided to kind of glue it down more to help give it a more pumpkin shape. Okay, so you will, if you do what I'm getting ready to do, a popsicle stick would come in handy. I just kind of broke off some of this coffee stirrer, and you know I like to use clothespins for stems. That's my thing. I'm just stuck it on here, and you can glue it if you want to. And then I'm going to take it and glue it back here so it'll kind of angle and stick up behind there, because this will not support this. It'll just flop over. Smaller. Actually, what I'm going to do with it is put it on here first. And then I'm going to stick that on there. And of course, like I said, you can glue it if you want to, but it feels pretty sturdy. I'm not going to glue it. But what I'm going to do is like I like to do, and I'm going to glue some leaves to the twine. But before I do that, I'm going to go ahead and hot glue this to the back of the ribbon. I mean, to the back of the wreath. Remember I told you about burlap scraps? Because that's not going to stay. I'm going to take and double up a piece of burlap. I'm going to just take this piece and double it up. And I'm going to reinforce this stick back here, because this is just not wanting to stay on.
Yeah, I'm going to just put more glue on there just to make sure. And yeah, that's her kicking around her house here. What are you doing?
Right. A little bit more glue. Make sure I get this glued on here good. I like the shape of this, but it's too far away from this. I've got to figure that out. Okay, you know what I'm going to do to fix that? Yep. This is going to kind of mess up my pattern I got going. But again, this is my first one, so let's practice. You live and you learn. I'm going to glue one of these on here to fill in this gap that I've got going right here. Okay, my dad just called. He's getting ready to come down. So I was trying to hurry up and finish this, but I just took the twine and the leaf, and I'm gluing it to the edge, and I'm going to do it on this side too. And I finished gluing this ribbon on to give it more definition of it being a pumpkin. And thankfully I had 2 green leaves left. That's what I like to use for the pumpkin leaves. Okay, so this is how it turned out. I just hung it from some twine, and I had to just kind of play with this and just glue it to where it would look right. But all in all, it's pretty cute. I'm sorry I didn't get to show everything because we had interruptions and everything, but this is how it turned out. Alright guys, thanks for watching this DIY. Sorry it was a little crazy. I guess I'll have to try to start filming them on Fridays instead, but I wanted to do it while there was some daylight because at night I feel like, I don't know, I feel like you can't see as well. But thanks for watching. If you like this DIY, give me a thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, what are you waiting for? Subscribe. I'll see y'all next video. Love you. Bye.